What's up, Canuck fans? Welcome to The Line Change, a Vancouver Canucks podcast, which is a presentation of DraftKings Sportsbook, as well as a proud member of the Hockey Podcast Network. Before we get started, I want to start off this post-game before we're joined by Gerald to acknowledge the tragedy that happened in southern Alberta today. 3 junior hockey players were killed in a car accident. So obviously we want to extend our condolences to the families. This is an absolute tragedy. I just wanted to mention that right off the bat. Heart goes out to all the families affected by this. And it's, 3 very young lives were lost earlier today. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned that right off the top. But let's get into our post-game show. And let's go ahead and start off with the goals. Obviously, a 6-2 loss for the Vancouver Canucks. They have yet to beat the Utah Mammoth since the Mammoth came into existence. So Canucks just can't seem to get one over on the Utah Mammoth. So let's go ahead and look at the goals real quick. Here, let me just All right, so first period, Nick Schmaltz, and we'll get to him a little bit later. With his 20th of the season at 3:34 of the first period, assisted by John Marino and Barrett Hayton. Liam Ogren would tie the game up, his 4th of the season at 7:04 of the first period, assisted by Connor Garland and Teddy Bluger. And then Nick Schmaltz would score his 2nd of the game, his 21st of the season at 7:37, assisted by Sean Dursey. Let's look at the second period now. Mikhail Sergachev with an absolute bomb from the point to make it 3-1 Utah at 8:45 of the second period, assisted by Nick Schmaltz and Dylan Guenther. So Guenther continues to haunt the Vancouver Canucks. Lawson Krause would make it 4-1 at 12:16 of the second period, assisted by Marino and Keller. Originally, some people thought this may have been actually Marino's goal as it deflected off of DPD's skate and into the net, but looks like they decided to keep it as Krause's goal. So Schmaltz, who would have had a secondary assist had it actually been Marino's goal. We have JJ Peterka with his 20th of the season at 16:05, which made it 5-1 for Utah, assisted by Yamamoto and Marino. And then Teddy Bluger would score his 5th of the season at 18:49 of the second period to make it 5-2, assisted by Connor Garland and Marcus Pettersson. Moving on to the third period, Nick Schmaltz would score a hat trick, his 22nd of the season at 12:22 of the third period, assisted by Keller and Krause. And that would be all she wrote when it comes to the game. Final score 6-2. Let me quickly take a look at the game stats, and then I'll bring Gerald on. Final shots 23-20 in favor of the Canucks. The Mammoth had a 57.4% faceoff percentage, which was 27 for 47. The Canucks had a 42.6, which was 20 for 47. The power plays, Canucks went 0 for 4. No surprise there. Their power play absolutely stinks. Mammoth were 1 for 2 on the power play, a 50%. Penalty minutes, 14 for the Canucks, 18 for the Mammoth. 21-13 for hits in favor of the Canucks. Block shots were 10-9 in favor of the Canucks. Canucks had 19 giveaways. The Mammoth only had 13. Canucks had 6 takeaways, and the Mammoth had 3 takeaways. So let's go ahead and bring on Gerald real quick here. Let me just find the right thing. Boom.
Do not disturb 咪收唔到咯。
Gerald's still not ready yet. Sorry. Let's take a look at the forwards while we wait for Gerald. All right, so for the forwards, Connor Garland. So Connor Garland actually had a pretty well and good night so far. 2 points, 2 assists, was a +1, 18 minutes and 37 seconds of ice time, 1 shot, 1 block. Drew O'Connor had an ice time of 15 minutes and 56 seconds, 2 shots on goal, 1 hit. Jonathan Lekaramaki was a -1 with an ice time of 12 minutes and 3 seconds with 2 blocks. Elias Pettersson was a -1, 15 minutes and 49 seconds of ice time, which is a little surprising. 1 shot, 1 block. Teddy Bluger with a goal and an assist, so 2 points, was a +2, 16 minutes and 50 seconds of ice time with 2 shots and 4 hits. Max Sasson was a -1 with 14 minutes and 21 seconds of ice time, 2 hits. David Camp was a -2 with 15 minutes and 17 seconds of ice time. 2 hits. Sorry, I lost my spot there. Filipino was a -3. We'll get into Heedle in just a sec. 7 minutes and 36 seconds of ice time, 1 shot. Jake DeBrus with a -1, 17 minutes and 58 seconds of ice time. And then Evander Kane was a -1 with 18 minutes and 44 seconds of ice time with 5 shots and 4 hits. Now, we mentioned Heedle. Apparently, he left after the second period, did not return for the third period, so we're not sure if it's an injury or because honestly, I did not see him get hit or anything like that. Granted, I had the game on in the background. I didn't actually notice, but I haven't heard anything about him, taking a massive hit. So we'll obviously keep a close attention on what's going on with Filipino. But moving to the defense, Tom Willander was a -1, 17 minutes and 59 seconds of ice time, 2 hits. Pio Joseph was a -1, 16 minutes and 18 seconds of ice time with 2 hits. Philip Hronek was a -2 at 20 minutes and 49 seconds of ice time, 2 shots, 1 block, 1 hit. DPD was a -2 with 18 minutes and 45 seconds of ice time, 1 shot, 1 block, and 4 hits. So DPD was throwing the body. Marcus Pettersson, surprisingly, a +1 with 1 assist and 3 shots on goal, 3 blocks, 17 minutes and 59 seconds of ice time. And then Tyler Myers was a -1 at 20 minutes and 58 seconds of ice time with 1 shot. And then Kevin Lankinen, 14 saves on 20 shots, 6 goals allowed. So a 700 save percentage in this game. So Lankinen did not have his best night. I mentioned to some friends that honestly I thought they should have started Tolopilo tonight. But I'm not the coach, so I don't make those decisions, and thank goodness I don't. But Gerald, sorry for that little spiel.
All good. I just showed up all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And you're not used to that, right? So,
no. But still, I like it.
Yeah. We've made a small tweak here and there. So now, if Tyler were to drop off at some point, I'll be able to hold the fort. So I've gotten the admin for this channel or for this StreamYard. So hopefully things get a little bit more smoother. I just want to say hi to SGA, Bobby, and Swervin Irvin. Thank you for joining us. And Hangia, it's not the keys. It's just I'm a backup, just in case Tyler's under the mountain and he's lost within the data.
On the side, not
exactly.
under, on the side of it.
On the side of the mountain, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, So sorry, 3 stars. And,
no surprise. No surprise that it's 3 Utah Mammoth. Obviously, Nick Schmaltz deserves the 1st star. Absolutely, it was the Nick Schmaltz show. He seems to always, burn us whenever we play him. I can't remember, is Schmaltz a UFA or was that last season? He was a UFA.
It was last season. People are trying to. I don't know. I actually had my eye on him too.
Mm-hmm. I did as
well.
He's
a center. He would have worked out for the Canucks, but obviously he's staying with Utah, which I would say is a great decision. The Mammoth are an up and coming team, and you have pieces like Ian Cole that are there to protect these new kids. Is Utah's win, but Vancouver's loss, because in the offseason, Ian Cole decided to go to Utah and not resign with Vancouver. I think this was maybe 3 years ago. and it's
Yeah,
probably one of the
2
better
years ago.
decisions. Yeah, one of the better decisions for Utah for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And like you said, they're an up and coming team. I know they're without Logan Cooley right now, which is quite the blow because Cooley is one of their top centers. So Schmaltz is actually going to be a UFA this upcoming season. So this upcoming off season, he will be a UFA. I thought that was right. I mean,
I think
gonna have a
when
lot
I
of
was
suitors.
looking, I think the reason why Nick Schmaltz's name came up was, I think it was last season or the season before, looking for potential trade opportunities and Utah. I think that is why his name came up. He had, I guess, one more year left. That's why I was looking into it last year, and it would be someone that Utah would have traded if they're not able to re-sign. So that's probably why. So thank you for Swervin Irvin and Steve
And Japan 4, yeah.
for reminding us, and welcome Japan 4. Wow, we have Swervin Irvin with the stats: 29, 6 feet, 184 pounds, right hand centerman. That is why I was looking for it, because he's a right-handed centerman. Yeah, what was it today? Like, he played with Krause and Keller, and that that worked out very well today. Obviously, Schmaltz having the hat trick, not his 7-point game, but obviously a hat trick is still nice. Krause almost got a goal. It was a shot, I believe, by Keller. Was it Keller? No, who got the second? Who got the second goal? Sorry, I'm just gonna pull this up right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
And it deflected off of DPD's foot as opposed to Krause, because Krause was actually in front of the net.
Yeah, they gave it to Krause, but
they actually gave it to Krause?
I thought it should have been Marino's goal because it did deflect off DPD and in. But I think they originally said Marino, which would have given Schmaltz another assist, so he would have had 5 points, not 4. But I guess they decided to keep it with Krause.
Assist.
Yeah. So Schmaltz would have had the secondary assist instead of Keller.
Well, it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess they because
I
think it, so they didn't bother to give it to Marino.
Yeah. I mean, this game itself, what did you think of the game tonight, Tyler?
I thought it was okay. Again, I had it on in the background, so I was, tuning in and out for it. But I thought it started off okay. And then, obviously Schmaltz with the goal. I already mentioned to you that I thought they should have started Tolopilo. And you even said Langton looked very shaky.
Yeah.
And I stand by that. They should have started Tolopilo. He's been, outstanding as of late. Yes, they lost against Toronto, but the guy had almost 40 saves in that game against the Maple Leafs. So, but again, I'm not the coach, so I don't make those decisions. But I am curious to know.
No, he had 41 saves. It was 41 shots. Yeah.
So
yeah, 41 shots by Toronto, and they didn't score a goal. It was actually no, they scored 1 goal, right? Sorry, it seemed like it was so long ago, but it was actually 2 days ago.
They scored 2 goals. So
no, they shared the shutout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I've just sort of been totally out of it because it seems like it was so long ago, but it was actually only 2 days ago.
Yeah.
3-2. So he had 39 saves, which is just amazing. Yeah. But the thing is, would you start him back to back because he's technically not the starter and Lankinen is the starter?
Well, I
so
would
that's why.
I would personally, just based off of how he's been playing, and also this is now 2 games in a row that Lankinen's had a bit of a stinker. He had that
Yeah.
one where he got pulled against San Jose. So technically, now in that one, Lankinen let in 3 goals on 6 shots. So that was 3 goals there. And then this one, he let in 6. So that's like what,
Well,
almost 10 goals in 2 games.
Yeah, it's already consecutive games that he's let in. Yeah, quite a few goals, to be honest. It's 5 goals and 6 goals today. So, and then Tolopilo had the 2-0 shutout against the Ducks, and then against the Leafs, which was also a good game. So, I mean, I think that's the reason why they had to start Lankinen, because that would have been 3 games that Tolopilo would have started, because it would have been Ducks, Leafs, and the Utah game. So they had to give it to Lankinen. And in terms of giving Lankinen rest just before the Olympics, because he is going to Olympics, it would be probably a little better for Tolopilo to end and play against the Knights. Well, given the record that he has so far, he has the win against the Ducks, he has that overtime loss against the Leafs, and then if he plays Vegas, you don't know what happens, right? And then this Mammoth team, you got to have Tankinen in there, right? Sorry, Lankinen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're totally right. I see that as well. So I'm very curious to see what Foot decides to do for Wednesday. If he does end up starting Lankinen, I'm gonna obviously question it, be like, what are you doing? but I definitely could see Lankinen, or no, not Lankinen, Tolopilo starting against Vegas on Wednesday. If it doesn't end up happening and they roll with Lankinen again, I'm sure Foot's gonna get asked about it. Because people are kind of on him about playing the young guys.
Yeah.
Like the whole Karamaki thing with the last game where he, didn't play the last 9 minutes of the third period, didn't play in overtime at all. He's been criticized about that. So
excuse me, yeah. And it's ridiculous how you play POJ, even though he's a defenseman, in overtime, and you don't. Yeah, well, with that, like POJ started how many games now? Is it 2, 3 in a row? Yeah. And Mancini's been sat out. Like it makes no sense. And then Lekaramaki, another youngster, didn't get overtime, didn't get he had like one shift in the third. Like it just makes no sense at all. Like it goes back to what I've been chirping about giving the kids playing time, and if they make mistakes, let it be, man. Like it's not like you're trying to make the playoffs. When is there time for you to actually let young kids play and make mistakes? It's right now during this so-called tankathon. And benching a youngster, like what does that say to them? Because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, if you make a mistake, you're going to get benched. They're not going to take the chance and learn from these mistakes. You want these youngsters to make the mistakes, learn from the mistakes, and not do it when you're actually going to be a contender or a playoff team, right? So it's the perfect time right now. So stop screwing it up. Seriously, let the kids play. And that's why the whole thing about like team tank community and non-team tank community came up, is because I just want the kids to play. And if they lose, great. Yeah. If they win, be happy for them, because it's good for team morale. Like the team will be happier if they win. Players are always going to play to win, as opposed to, play to lose, and they're going to feel like shit if they lose. So they'll learn from the mistakes of what happened during the game. And, that's the whole process of this sort of rebuild or hybrid retool, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely, for sure. 100%.
Yeah, I actually had some notes. Let's see here. It's not a lot. Let me just pull it up. I think, let's see here. Still figuring out this laptop, and I'm referring to my phone when I know I could probably pull it onto my laptop. But yeah, the first goal for Lankinen. I think you and I were talking about it when we were trying to tinker with StreamYard. It was such a huge misread from the goal, and it was kind of unfortunate because his him misreading the shot as opposed to the pass gave pressure to Willander because Willander was just coming in and Lanky was the hell out of his crease in the blue paint, way out there. And then the pass went over and Willander couldn't get there in time. Because when I was talking to you earlier during the game, I said, oh, it's unfortunate that the D-man didn't cover him. And I went back and watched the highlights and, you know, Willander did the best he could. So it is on Lanky. Garland is another player that I was really happy to see play today. He got 2 assists, really nice read, the nice pass to Ogren in the first to get his first point in, you got it, 13 games. So happy for him. Hopefully this, you know, somehow starts something for him, but it's unfortunate because it's on tail end of this 2-game road trip and then it's Olympics. So I mean, at least give him some confidence before you get a break, right? So that's great. I thought the line of Garland, Bluger, and Ogren played very well. I think it reminded me, especially on the Bluger goal, it reminded me of the days when it was Garland, Bluger, and Joshua. Like it gave me that kind of feel because Garland and Bluger actually had that chemistry back then because of that line. And now you add an Ogren who is just full of speed and Garley can also be, you know, a speedster and just very tough to play. I think this line works very well. It's just unfortunate because I think Bluger, what is it, his 5th goal in 9 games back. And it looks like he'll probably be traded very soon. So it's very unfortunate for that. But yeah, that line is going right now. Another player that kind of stood out was Willander. There are several plays, like aside from that first goal that went in, his D is improving. I would say he's saved quite a few high danger chances from happening, just getting the stick out. And then when he was missing it, he actually chipped it out, got it out of their zone, which, you know, it's an improvement. Like I remember seeing a clip on the broadcast about how Willander's point per game. Let me see if I have it up here. At some point, I'll have all the loaded and I'll throw it on StreamYard. But there was most points per 60 among rookie D-men, minimum 10 games. Schaefer obviously at 1.68 is the top, and the next one is Willander at 1.49. Rounding out the top 5 is actually Z Buum at 1.22. So, you know, the defensive game for Willander is showing, especially, you know, how you saw him play at BU last year. BU is actually is in it again this year, so he'll probably be watching that during the break. But I think Willander, as long as you give him more reps, more responsibility, he definitely will develop into, I would say, you know, a good second pairing, if not like a top 4. And lastly, I can't say enough about Garland. Like he definitely had a lot more jump this game compared to last few games. Maybe it's the mother's trip, I don't know. But Garland is picking it back up. Like you see that, like the last few games or the last handful of games, you see him sort of trying goals. You know, the puck's just not going in. So he took a different approach today. Made these nice plays, got a couple assists. Happy for the guy. Good effort by them. The score 6-2 kind of sucks, but it's part of the rebuild, right? It's going towards that top 3 pick hopefully. And I think in overall, I think I'm happy with the result. Are you?
Yeah. It means more for the rebuild, more staying down at the bottom of the league. So especially come draft time. So and hey, at least it's not like there wasn't any effort at all. At least there was, probably could have been more, but at least there was some. It wasn't one of those like complete blowout games. And Utah is a good team too. So
yeah. Yeah, so everyone's asking if we watched the full game. I know you were just saying it was, you had in the background, right?
yeah. I was like tuning in and out.
Yeah, me too. I watched the full first. Kind of got distracted in the second. I was just trying to set up everything for the computer. Watch most of the third. So yeah, I don't know. It felt like they were chasing the whole time anyway. So I didn't really want to watch. So that's why I occupied myself with something else and had it play in the background. What is up, Russell?
What's up, Russell?
Russell in the house. Yeah. So what happens with this stream? Because it feels like sometimes, was it me that was gone or were you also gone?
No,
Because on my screen,
go.
both of us had this loading.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
so
the
it was
little
probably me then.
yeah. So that was.
Yeah. Refreshing.
Yeah. I also just got rid of the stats and stuff. Figure that might help. Oh, this is a good question.
Because I think yesterday when I was trying to share that thing, it kind of just crapped it out.
Yeah. Do you blame Lankinen more or the defense?
Yeah. I mean, I call him Tankinen for a reason, right? So I think the D was okay, with exception of POJ. He made some, questionable moves, but that's POJ. But from that, it is. I think I have too much stuff.
Yeah,
hopefully that works out.
I'm gonna actually check that a little bit later.
Okay. Anything else you want to talk about right now in terms of the game and in terms of everything else?
I think we pretty much covered the entire game. I mean, we haven't really touched a whole lot on Hedl, but also we don't have a whole lot of info on what's going on with that. Like I mentioned right off the top, I didn't actually see him like take a hit or anything like that, but apparently he didn't come out for the third period. So that is obviously alarming. And obviously, as soon as we hear, oh, Hedl's, injured, we obviously immediately think concussion. But again, I didn't see anything. Granted, I was in and out on the game. Let us know in the chat if you guys actually saw something that happened with Hedl. I'm sure Adam Foote's going to get asked about it after the game, and he'll hopefully have an answer on that. But, obviously that is alarming to see. Hedl's only been back a few games, and but we can answer this. Is usage of Kane baffling? Yeah.
I think it's been baffling
I'm
since the beginning of the season, to be honest.
I'm at this point just ready for him to get the boot, like get rid of him at this point.
Well, it's bound to happen because what we've been hearing, I don't know if you saw the rumors about the Avs offer. So there was an offer by the Avs for Kane, and it'd be a 2028 third round and a 7th in this round or this year's draft. So I'm not so sure about that. I think the Canucks are hoping for a pick in this year's draft as opposed to one in 2 years' time. So that is one of the issues I think surrounding that Kane draft. But it also comes down to that draft the cap space that we talked about a couple streams ago, right? So it's definitely going to happen during like post Olympics, just before the trade deadline, and we'll see which team actually forks out the draft capital. And the Stars were in it, the Avs are in it. We'll see who else, and hopefully that pushes the trade assets a little bit higher, and we have more playing time for the kids, right?
Irvin's got a good point. They could be just showcasing him for a trade. But again, what more do you need to see from a 900-plus game veteran? Like, you don't really need to showcase him. He hasn't really done a whole lot this season.
Yeah. I honestly think, like he's had a down season this year, and there's really no need for the team to showcase him, because if you have the Avs and you have the Stars after Kane, then these teams are playoff bound and they know Kane is a playoff performer. That's why they're trading for him. So there's really no need for him to be showcased. But what I've noticed is he's gotten a bit more physical the last couple of games. Especially this one, there was a fight that the linesman kind of interrupted, which was stupid. Like, they should have just let him fight.
Yeah.
I think it was against O'Brien?
O'Brien, yeah.
Yeah, they should have just let him do that, because O'Brien has been chirping all game, and he's kind of a menace. And Kane just stepped up and was like, "Let's go." I don't understand why the linesman stepped in. So that was, you're seeing these things that happen in the playoffs for Kane happen the last couple of games. So I think it doesn't have to be like the lines or the minutes that need to make sense, but he is playing like that player. So there will be more teams, hopefully, after his services.
And Urban's got a good point. They could just rest him so he doesn't get hurt, which will ruin his trade value. But Urban says that rumored offer, saying if that's on the table, just take it and run. But I know the Canucks probably want more, and we're not obviously sure if they will get really more.
I think it's not necessarily more. It's more on the timing of the picks. Do they really need that pick in 2028? Probably. I mean, it doesn't hurt, but
not.
They want more draft capital now, that or some sort of prospect that they can inject into their system right away. Because if you have one in 28, the fastest that this player that they draft comes on the team is going to be like 2030, 2031. So what is the point of that pick, right? In a way, I'll be on both sides of this trade. Yeah, you're getting a third and a 7th, which is more than the 4th that you gave up, or more than, like, obviously the casualty was Podkolzin, which was the 4th, but you trade Podkolzin for Kane, and then you get a 3rd and a 7th, which I guess is fair in a way, but that's 2 more years down the road, something that you can't use for like at least 5 years. So if I were the Canucks, I'd be like, yeah, maybe not. Like, we want something like now. So
Yeah, that's fair. That's still fair. And one idea that just popped into my head is they could trade that third round pick.
yeah.
Use it to trade away Kane, or like receive it in a trade for Kane, and then flip that 2028 third round pick for something for this year, maybe.
Bro, like I don't know if any team is gonna be like, okay, we're gonna give you something else for a 2028 third round. Like if you were any team, like unless it's a first round pick, like it's a third. Like I might consider it if it's a second, but for a third in 28, come on, man. Like it's so far down the road, and it's probably not going to be something that comes to fruition anyways. It's kind of like going, hey, we're going to give you future considerations. Like that's what it sounds like to me. But they're just saying it's a third. So yeah, at least Kane's not hurt.
Well, you could always attach it to maybe a Bluger. I don't know, but
to get a second.
I think I'm just under the
draft?
mindset just trade Kane, just get Kane. Yeah, just get Kane off the team. That's my whole mindset. Just get him off.
No, but seriously, at this point right now, looking at the whole Canucks roster and what we have left as a team that's selling, you basically only have Kane and Bluger and Kempf. And aside from that, these three players, there really is nothing else that you can trade unless there are players like Garland that you're willing to let go, which I know management is not wanting to because he's more of a culture guy. There's DeBrusk, who has, I believe, a no movement clause, which he needs to request it or they have to go to him. But there really isn't much that you can do from now until the trade deadline, right? So yeah, get as much as you can for Kane. I believe at the beginning of the year, people were saying, oh yeah, we can get a second. Bro, there's no way we can get a second.
No.
We'd be lucky we can get a third. I mean, I was one of those people that said, oh, maybe we can get a second. But he's been playing like shit this year. So no, that's not happening. But yeah. Is there anything else down here? Irvin, if I'm the Canucks, I'll just pull the trigger on the trade, flip the trade if they really want a pick that happens sooner. Yeah, but like I said, it's going to be very tough for a team to take a 2028 pick, not really knowing that draft that's 2 years from now, and say, here, we'll give you a pick in this year's draft. Would you? Like, you would definitely have to package it with something else. And picks, there's something that it's so intangible, even though people are like, oh yeah, I'd rather have a first. I want a second. I want whatever. Like, those things aren't guaranteed. Like, it's not like a guaranteed where you have a player where there is some sort of sample size. They've played and you know what you're getting. And you also need time to develop them. Right. So yeah, I honestly, like in my personal opinion, I feel like unless it's a first and a second, anything else is just future considerations. Like it's just, it means nothing to me. But some teams, take it as, oh yeah, we want it. Then fine, take it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Urban says don't underestimate a third rounder.
Yeah, and okay. Yeah, but you know what? With today's sort of technology and analysis and breakdowns and all of that, it's very rare that a player goes down that far. Fine, maybe a first, second, and a third. Like anything, like I think we're past those days where these sleeper picks that are in the fourth, or even like a Bure that went 163rd or something like that. Those were when scouts didn't have the technology, and it's European players that scouts don't go and actually see. There's only a few scouts that see them and see the potential. But yeah, I mean, back in when PD was drafted, I think it was it Thomas Gradine that was very high on PD, and then no one else really even had PD in their top 10 list. So given now that's 8 years ago, yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of the scouts know what they're drafting and taking. Yeah, with exception of maybe the Rangers. But yeah, like the Rangers have just shit luck with their first round picks. It's terrible. It's, you know, they had a first overall, a second overall, a ninth, and God, I don't even remember. And all of them have been just duds. I mean, we got Kravtsov from Rangers, and what happened to him? And then there's Lafreniere, like he's still on the Rangers, and he was first overall for God's sakes. And what's happening to
6
him?
years
He's
ago.
more like, yeah, and he's more of like a trade chip than anything else. It's not like, oh yeah, this guy's, you know, teams are looking for him. It's just, you know, something that can work out a trade, I would say. Yeah. This, yeah, Tyler and I haven't really talked about it. Actually, we did briefly talk about it. And I think we talked to Wit of Uncensored also of doing like you know, once if the channel that I'm starting comes up, we can do like a 3-channel live stream, and we can just whoever does it. Maybe I'll like one of you guys do it and add me into it, and then we'll do like a 3-channel live stream for the draft. But right now I have sort of given myself a deadline and given the person I'm going to be doing this channel a deadline of March the 5th. So that is probably going to be the first time that we'll see a channel. Still kind of thinking of a name for the channel. So I will finalize this within, you know, the next week and a bit, and I'll bring it up to you guys. Or if you guys, you know, have some cool names that you think would work out for a channel, you know, throw it out in the chat. Let us see. I'll also talk to Tyler about it and see, you know, what he thinks that would work for a channel. I'll reach out to Clay also, but I'm thinking on the lines of some sort of therapy. So we'll leave it at that.
I like it. I like it already. I mean, I was about to say, unfortunately, line change is taken.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, something along the lines of therapy. I don't know, Nux therapy after dark.
Yeah, something. But I like just to give you guys like a preview, like whoever's here, because I know Russ is here, Swervin Irvin's here, Hangia's here, you know, SGA, Bobby, all these regulars are still here. It's gonna be more of a weekly show. That's gonna be about an hour 10 tops. And there'll be specific topics that will be talked about, bullet points, like we'll talk about one and then move on to the next, maybe have some sort of timer on each. And then, you know, if there's extra time at the end, then it'll go to the chat if we have enough followers. So if you guys by that time are following, then definitely we'll go to the people. But Hangia, Nuck Pass, I don't know, man. It's cute. It's funny. I'll consider it. I'll put it on the short list. How's that? And this, bro.
Oh, but
Yeah, no.
We have an update on Heedle for Adam Foote.
Okay.
Just tweeted by Randy Pajanda, 927. Foote said Heedle tweaked something. You know, tweaked something, will be evaluated tomorrow. And then Thomas Drance asked a follow-up question asking if it's a head injury, and Foote replied, I hope not.
Yeah, man. Foote. these comments are just, I don't like his like every time he says something, it's just so ambiguous, and it's just,
Yeah.
how about I throw this out there, like in the chat right now? Yeah, I mean, there's like the last couple of days. I think even Sakaris and Price have talked about it. Jeff Merrick was talking about it. Is it time for Foot to go? What do you think? What do you think, Tyler?
I mean, I'm kind of tired of him. But obviously, it's difficult to do something like that in season because of the, new coach bump.
Yeah.
But I'm still kind of leaning towards, waiting till at least the season's over to do it. I don't, right now I'm going to say I don't see him coming back next year.
I mean, it's a valid point.
Yeah.
But the problem is, how many coaches have the Canucks gone through in the last like 5 years? Like we had Foot, we had Tocchet, who's not doing very well in Philly. People of Philly are not very happy with Tocchet right now. And then before Tocchet, it was Boudreau. And then before Boudreau, it was
Travis.
Was it Travis? Was it Travis Green?
I think so.
Yeah. And just before Travis Green, it was what? Willie?
Desjardins. Yeah. Willie.
Yeah.
And then I think Tortorella was before him.
Yeah. So within the last 10 years, we've had Tortorella, Desjardins, Green, then Boudreau, then Tocchet, and now Foot. But within the last 5 years, it's Boudreau, Tocchet, and Adam Foot. And Boudreau's, are we still? I think we're done paying Boudreau right now, because his contract.
I think.
Yeah, it's done. And then Tocchet's definitely off the books. But at one point, when Tocchet was still here, like when he was first hired, they were paying Green, Boudreau, and Tocchet, I think. Unless I'm wrong. I know Swerve Irvin will know.
Aquilini was not happy about that.
Yeah, but what's funny is Aquilini hired Boudreau. Aquilini hired Boudreau before hiring Rutherford. And Boudreau was not Rutherford's choice, right? So why would an owner go and hire a coach before you hire your president or GM? Like it's stupid. Because Travis Green was fired after that was it a jersey on the ice? And then Boudreau was brought in. Like that, right? And then Benning was gone, and it was Steamer that took the interim GM. So yeah, it made no sense to do it in season. It was because he was worried about the fan base and jerseys were thrown on the ice. And then you go and hire a coach on your own, and then have your alum, like your Hall of Fame. Well, I don't know, like one of your retired, in the rafters players as your interim GM. Like that's another question I actually kind of want to talk about is ownership. It's something that I was talking with one of my chat groups today, and they were talking about Kane and how one of the guys said, yeah, you know what, I'll drive him to the airport myself. And then another guy jokes and says, yeah, you might as well, drive Patrick Alvin and Jim Rutherford to the airport while you're doing that. And then another person goes, yeah, maybe you should drive Aquilini, take Aquilini in that car too, and then drive him off a cliff. And then he goes, actually, no, because he has money. And there's no one else in the city that would be able to buy the Canucks right now, unless it's like an American owner. So if an American investor came and bought it off Aquilini, would you be okay with that?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if
Because
it was like a group, a group that would buy the team, then yeah, maybe if
yeah,
that group included, guys like Michael Bubble, freaking Ryan Reynolds, maybe, heck, or Irvin just said it, maybe even Jim Pattison, considering he owns just about everything, at least on the North Shore.
yeah. With the names that you named right now, what intrigues me the most is kind of assembling the BC Avengers. So it would be like, Ryan Reynolds,
Yeah.
you got Buble, Colby Smothers, who was actually part of the Avengers. Maybe even the Seth Rogen. So if you group these people together,
I was about to say, yeah, Seth Rogen, yeah.
like you could have an ownership that's not really one-sided. Like you would have 5 different shares of it, and these people would do what's best for the team, as opposed to you have one guy who's there who is basically a fan trying to play GM and then controlling GMs, and at some point he had a puppet called Jim Benning, and now he's not willing to sell. But it would be nice if something like that happened. I mean, even if Ryan Reynolds, like you look at the team, that's that football team, soccer team that he has in Wexham,
Yeah.
and they're doing great. So you need a
Oh, yeah.
culture person. Like you need an owner that actually gives a shit about their team and does what's good for the team, as opposed to, we drafted this guy, PD. I'm willing to throw him as much money as possible for him to stay, as opposed to doing what makes sense and trading him. I think we talked about it the other day about how, that Carolina deal, it was for Petey that was vetoed by Aquilini. Like people are just so down on the management. They actually tried to do something, right? But at that point, it's also another issue is that I don't know if the offer was before JT Miller was traded away or if it was after. So if it was after the JT Miller trade, then it would be a full teardown rebuild at that point, which they never said they would. Like they'd never use that word, right? So if they actually did it that year, then I think a lot of people in the city would be happy because it's an actual rebuild. Then at that point, does Quinn Hughes stay around? Because if you get something in return like Ignatius and a I'm drawing blank, Kokanemi and another pick, would that change the team to a place where you have 2 players as opposed to this one 11.6 player? I mean, Ignatius, I think he's getting paid 8.8, if I'm not wrong. And that's definitely a lot less than what PD is getting paid. And then you have Kokanemi that's making, I honestly don't know how much he's making, but
4. I think it's 4 or 5.
The 2 combined is definitely less than PD or around the same price. But if you wanted to cut, contracts, you could trade away one of them and you'd still be fine for the cap space. So that is a point in Canucks history where if they actually made it that trade, things would be a lot different. The trajectory would definitely be a lot different. And that comes down to the owner who vetoed the trade. So that's why I'm bringing up the whole ownership thing.
Yeah, I think Irvin's right on this. I think that original offer that involved Natchez, I think it was a tactic to lean on PD. Because that was before the Miller trade.
Yeah, they should have just traded PD, to be honest. Like, I mean, I'm so tired of it at this point. Like, I actually, it's not even the same player. Like I feel so ashamed to have 2 of his jerseys, actually 3 of them now. And it's ridiculous that he's gone from a player that was so exciting to watch to this hold, pass, skate, drop like Bambi. It's bro, I can't do this anymore. And this, just going back to what we're talking about, yeah, I want to say that too because I have PTSD. After Michael Heisley, with this, it just makes me. But the thing is, there's no way any like I don't think they'd allow the team to leave Vancouver. That's I guess the difference. Whereas the Grizzlies was one of two Canadian teams in the league, whereas here we have, what is it, 7 now? We have the Canucks, Oilers, Flames, Jets, Leafs, Senators, Habs, so 7 teams. And to lose one of them to the States, that'd be 6. I mean, the numbers work out kind of well, but you know, they're also saying that they wanted a team in Quebec, right? But I doubt that's happening. It would be nice. Then it'd be kind of 4 in the East and 4 in the West. Because right now we have Canucks, Oilers, Flames, Jets in the West. And then you have the Leafs, Sens, Habs in the East. So you actually do need an extra Canadian team on the other side. But yeah, that's sorry, I kind of drifted onto something else.
No, that's all good.
Yeah, this would be nice, but I don't know.
They also got a lot. I mean, they own the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
And
but do you want Rogers to own anything more?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they have naming rights to all these arenas.
Yeah.
And what's funny, what I noticed yesterday, I was just going through YouTube randomly and I saw this video about the Saddle Dome. So the Saddle Dome is going to be only for their existence is only for a couple more years. I think it's this season and next, and then that's it. But it's actually called Scotia Saddle Dome, right? So Rogers went as far as the naming rights to their Videotron, like their big screen video in the building, and it has Sportsnet Plus on top of it. So they're willing to do anything and everything to name something, even though they weren't able to get the naming rights to the arena, the new one. I think it's called Scotia Place, the new one. Rogers is willing to do whatever the hell they can. Right? So yeah, I wouldn't want them to own the Canucks. It would suck for us.
Yeah, didn't they buy out Shaw?
No, it was shit. Let me think. So Shaw became Freedom, and they partnered with Videotron that is out east. That's why there's Freedom Mobile right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Shaw used to be with, because they piggied with someone, I can't remember. But yeah, that's Shaw's totally gone for the mobile side of things because they 4.8 until 2030. I think that's Kotkaniemi.
Yeah, that's Kotkaniemi. Yeah.
And this one. Yeah. This is another sort of blemish in Canucks history. Like, think about it. If Benning didn't do that trade to save his ass, they would have had a chance at, you know, that was lose for Hughes year. That would have been lose for Hughes year. And, you know, but we wouldn't have Garland. And we also wouldn't have the OEL buyout, right? Hello, Tolo. Not too sure. This is a new name I haven't seen before.
Yeah, welcome. I like the name, Tolo.
Yeah. That would be tough, kind of like the Jays. But the Jays are the only Canadian baseball team in
yeah,
Canada, in MLB. So
yeah,
yeah, I think Rogers would go for that. But I mean, it would be a nice change because everything is about Toronto. And if they owned a
yeah,
Vancouver West Coast team, that'd be great because we would get more coverage as opposed to Maple Leafs and
yeah,
about how they can never win 3 rounds. Yeah, there we
yeah.
go.
That's actually a really good point. Yeah.
Oh, bro. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just want to point this out. So obviously, thinking about Shannon right now, as Urban just
Our
mentioned,
thoughts are with you.
Thoughts are with you. Yeah, and I guess you missed at the top of the post game. I talked a little bit about that Southern Alberta team that 3 young players, tragically died.
Yeah.
I mentioned that off the top. They actually showed that on the broadcast after the Canucks game, so that was my first time hearing about it. So that's obviously tragic.
They also had it at the Flames game too. Just a moment of silence for the.
Yeah, they had a moment of silence. Yeah,
it's just crazy how that could happen. I mean, they're going for practice, and all of a sudden it was like a gravel truck, and it's just very unfortunate. Yeah. And our thoughts and prayers are with these 3 kids and their families. Yeah,
definitely brings up some memories. Obviously, the Humboldt Broncos. So
yeah.
Urban hit it right on the nail, or hit the nail right on the head. Life is precious.
Yeah, so I mean, if there's something that you want to do, just make sure you live for today as of just make what's worth each and every day, and just live life without regrets because you don't know what tomorrow brings, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why they call it present, because today, as in the present, is a present for you. As opposed to yesterday is the past, but today is the present. It's a present so you can have an extra day to do what you want to do, right? Sorry, back to, I know that was really heavy, but back to what we were just talking about. It was actually Jack. It was Jack Hughes' year. I think it was 20. Was Jack Hughes 2018?
Let me
just take a look.
$2019.
2019. Okay, yeah. Because the Canucks got Garland, just before COVID year, right? So if he signed a 5-year deal, extension, it'd be 26. Actually, no, that I don't know what I'm thinking, but I feel like if they didn't make a trade, they could have lost for Jack Hughes. Because I remember the team could have been tanking that year. Let me do a quick look.
Yeah, Urban mentions that it was in 2021, the OELD deal, basically skipping out on the 2021 draft. Because that was the year that we traded away the pick that ended up being Gunther.
Yeah. The 9th pick. That was that 2020?
That was 2021.
Oh, 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we could have gone Luke Hughes at some point, but obviously Luke Hughes wasn't. I think he was second.
He was fourth overall.
Fourth?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's even then, like, we could have taken a stab at it. Because they won a bunch of games that year, which they shouldn't have won, and they missed the playoffs. And yeah, so many of these deals we look back at, and it's everything melds, like, kind of melds together.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that the Coyotes forfeited their first round pick.
When?
For the 2021 draft, due to violations of the NHL Combine testing policy.
Yeah. It's kind of like how the Sens lose their first round pick this year too.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay.
And theirs would have been the 11th.
Yeah, we're at an hour 7. The Coyotes?
Yeah, they would have had the 11th overall pick and ours.
Yeah, that was such a terrible trade, to be very honest, looking back at things.
Yeah.
Like, we sent Jay Beagle, Eric Erickson, and who else? Roussel. Was it Roussel too?
Yeah, I think it was Roussel.
So those 3, and was there a pick involved, I think, just to get and the first to get OEL and Garland. Like, come on, man. Yeah, so the 2019, so this is what I'm thinking. Instead of drafting Podkolzin, they could have drafted someone else. That is like, let me put it this way. Instead of getting the 10th pick, if they lost more games, if they didn't have that bump and they didn't, win more games near the end, which was just stupid, they could have had a higher pick. And they wouldn't draft Podkolzin. They could have drafted anyone else, to be honest. And when it comes to that draft, the top 10, within the top 10, you had Jack Hughes, Capo Caco, Kirby Doc, Bowen Byram, which would have been nice. Zegras, Broberg, Cousins, Schneider, Turcotte, like any of those right now are still a hit, to be very honest. We could have even gotten, instead of, if we didn't draft Podkolzin, we could have had Matt Boldy, for God's sakes. And look at how well Matt Boldy has developed in Minnesota, or even Cole Caulfield. Yeah, that was a year that was an interesting year. If you look at that year, that draft, it was actually pretty decent. Here, let's test something here. Since we have time, and I have this.
Imagine
access.
If we could have gotten Caulfield, man.
Whoops. There we go. Nice. It works. Okay. So yeah, look at this. The players that we could have gone instead of Podkolzin right here. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, I would prefer any one of these players. I mean, Capo Caco, well, for the Rangers, he ended up going to Seattle, and he's playing pretty well. Turcotte, I mean, he's so-so with LA. Byram, he ended up going to Buffalo, and Canucks have been interested, and still are interested, I would say. Mort Seider, come on. He's doing very well in Detroit. Cousins, another, come on, man. Buffalo has won how many games lately? I think it's 7, another 7. They beat Florida and are 10 points up on the Panthers right now. Soderstrom, don't know too much about him, but Boldy, Spencer Knight's so-so, Cam York, this list goes on, and it's crazy just looking at this draft, because a lot of these players, even Thomas Harley, would be great. He's played for Canada, right? So yeah, this year could have been a lot better if, Richard, let's see here. Pause was fine. It was an asset circumstance, and now Besser, Marcus Pettersson, and Demko. Yeah, it made no sense. I think Irvin was talking about it a couple days ago about how Podkolzin was traded to Edmonton, so there was room for these two players that they ended up signing. I think it was Heinen and God, I already forgot what that guy's name is. That he played here for 9 games and then left, and we traded him off. No, it was a forward. He was here for such a short duration that
Sprong.
I already forgot about him, but he scored in this first game against first game as a Canuck. It looked okay, but offensively, he was an offensive player that didn't play any defense. So that's why that was an issue, and especially playing for Tocchet, that's a no-no. So
yeah.
Anyways, we're at 1:13. Should we continue going, or let's actually cut it to an hour and a bit this year or this time?
Well,
unless
we can go a little bit.
Okay, we'll throw this out. Are you tired?
No.
Okay, we can go a little bit longer. How about this? During that, a couple streams ago, I think it was it the Ducks game? I think it was the Ducks game, right? We said we had a few people come on, and then we ended up saying no to some of the viewers on chat. We promised we'd do an open house. How about we do that now? We'll do a quick open house for, let's say, half an hour.
Yeah.
Open mic. We'll do an open mic for about half an hour. But before that, Tyler's going to do his mid-show sponsor read. Are you guys down for coming on for open mic? Give me a W in the chat. Because we promised you guys this, we would do an open house, because last time we didn't have enough time. And we have a bit more time today, so let's go for it. Whoever's still in the chat. So we have 80 views on X, another 7 on Line Change, so on YouTube.
We're at 92 now.
Is that number actual right now, Tyler?
Yeah, that's real time.
Click the little eye beside the time, the timer.
That's real time. So
that's real time viewers or views?
Viewers.
Okay, so we have 9 now. Okay, Swervin's not gonna jump on. Anyone else? Okay, this is your chance if you want to do open mic. Okay, we'll give them some time. Why don't you do your sponsor read? And
all right. All right, I'll do that. I'd like to thank my main and primary sponsor, none other than DraftKings, which is an official sports betting partner of the Super Bowl. Hang on, where is it?
This Valentine's Day, celebrate the one you love the most with Hallmark cards at Walgreens. Valentine's Day is the best time to send your favorite person a reminder of just how much they mean to you. A Hallmark card is a super simple and beautiful way to say how grateful you are for the love you two share. Don't forget, Valentine's Day is Saturday, February 14th. Visit Walgreens today to find a Hallmark card that shows just how much you love them. Because love lives here.
The secret is out. With millions of younger-looking customers across the country, Plexiderm is one of the most highly sought-after products on the market. It visibly shrinks under eye bags and smooths out crow's feet in minutes, and the effects last up to 10 hours. Influencers love it, magazines feature it, and people just can't get enough of it. As a matter of fact, Elle Magazine gave it an Editor's Choice Award as Best Instant Wrinkle Filler for 2025. In as little as 10 minutes, Plexiderm reduces the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and those dreaded under-eye bags. So yes, you can look years younger in minutes, and the effects last for hours. No surgery, no gimmicks, just results. The best news, you can try Plexiderm for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Don't wait, order Plexiderm today. Visit plexiderm.com/special. That's plexiderm.com/special. Paid for by Sheer Science.
Super Bowl 60 deserves a sportsbook that's built for the moment. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 60, puts you right in the center of the biggest game of the year. Anything can happen during the Super Bowl, and DraftKings has your back with early exit. If your player goes down in the first half, you still get paid in cash when your bet settles. No bonus bets, no waiting. While other sportsbooks don't offer injury protection, DraftKings covers the entire first half, even the second quarter. And early exit works on live bets too, pregame or in-game. DraftKings has you covered. Super Bowl 60, a rematch from Super Bowl 49 between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Seahawks pass rush versus the Patriots offensive line. Seattle's front, Leonard Williams, DeMarcus Lawrence, Boy May look to pressure Pats QB Drake May, challenging a potentially weaker Patriots O-line. Are you new to DraftKings? New customers can bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code THPN, that's code THPN, to turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. For Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, wager tax pass through may apply in Illinois. 21 plus in most states, void in Ontario, restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets, which will expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. This is a limited time offer. None other than Gassy Jack Art, maker of this amazing artwork you see right here in front of you, and you guys can check them out yourselves at gassyjackart.com. All right. So anyone willing to jump on for open mic, I can post the link in the chat. Justin, you got some fire you want to spit?
Yeah, let's bring on Justin.
Or
How's
heck,
that?
if
Hi, Simon. How's it
even
going?
if Russell's still here, let's get Russell on here.
I don't think he's here anymore. Hey, just to throw it out there, if anyone on X is watching right now, you want to jump on, come on over to the YouTube side, and we're glad to, let you spit some bars with us. Extend the show a little bit, because we usually go on for hours, and today it's been a little quiet, which is great. SGA, it's great that SGA is here because I know SGA wants to come on. He wanted to come on that last post game, so this is your chance, bud. Tyler? How do you put it in the chat?
I just did it.
Okay, great. How do you do that on your thing? Because I don't have access on that. Oh, is it because it's linked to your YouTube channel?
Probably because it's linked to my YouTube channel, maybe.
Okay.
But we'll do 3 minutes, depending on how many people we have. So just keep that in mind.
Sweet. All good, Swervin. I know you'll have more takes. You've used all your takes the last couple of days, so. And I actually do want to know where Russ is. And also Stevie. Stevie would be great. I haven't talked to Stevie in a while. It would be amazing.
Yeah, Steve would be great.
This sounds so weird, man.
I gotta reload. No bullets in the chamber. Gotta reload.
Okay. Anyone wanting to come on today? We're giving you the chance right now. Oh my God, it's Selena. What's up?
Oh my gosh, Selena. Hey, Selena. Oh, there you go. Get Justin on. Well, we extended the invite.
I'm actually very surprised we have 90 people on X right now. We got Justin.
Hey guys.
What is up, brother?
How's it going?
What's up, buddy?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Good.
Rough game, eh?
Nice shirt.
Thank you. Survivor Series. WWE
Series.
Vancouver. So I
think
got
I had
a
that
Cody
exact same
Rhodes.
one.
Yeah, I got a Cody Rhodes Vancouver Canucks themed one as well. So bit of a wrestling fan, so thought I'd wrap.
Did you watch on Sunday?
I watched a little bit. I didn't see the full thing, but I saw a little bit of the men's Royal Rumble, so that was pretty cool. So, yeah. What about you guys?
Nope. I was
Nope.
I was at the movies, and Tyler, I'll let you go. Sorry.
I didn't watch it, but I kept up with X and whatnot, and didn't really watch it. I haven't been watching as much as I used to, but I was really happy about the women and who won. So,
yep. Should be an interesting road to WrestleMania, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So, but
yeah, for sure. But let's get back to Canucks talk. Justin, got any takes from this game tonight? Another one in the tank chamber.
Another one in the tank chamber. It was just brutal. Like Utah was just skating circles around us, honestly. Like it's great to see, Bluger continue his strong play since coming back. And honestly, at this point with Hedo's injury, I know they said he tweaked something, but it really makes you question, like, it's another example this season of just how shitty our medical team is. Like, honestly, like, I don't remember a time in this franchise history where we've had so many incidents with guys getting injured, ever since the Tanner Pearson hand injury, and then the seasons past with Demko going up and down, and then Hedo's career now being on the line, and it's just ridiculous. Like, what is our medical team doing, and what can we do to address it? Because it seems to always put the Canucks behind the 8 ball when we can't even fully roster a healthy roster at any point in time, right? So Another thing I want to touch upon tonight is, obviously the young guys. Ogren's impressing. He's buzzing, and I think he can definitely be a solid second
Agreed.
line player in the years to come. Continue to give him minutes. One thing that I did hear is that apparently they want to give some of the Abbey guys down in Abbey some time after the Olympics, which will be interesting if they call him
Up
up, give
here.
him some. Yeah, up here. So I thought that was kind of surprising because
Damn.
depending on who they trade out, um, Minio and Baines and, you know, a few of the Abbey guys down there that are apparently playing, management wants to see what they can do in prime opportunities after the Olympics. So um, it's a good sign, but it's also very alarming because look at what the ice time that they're giving the young guys right now. Lekaramaki should be getting prime top 6 minutes, and the guy can barely pull in 12 minutes. Like he's getting the Michkov treatment in Philly with Tocchet. Like honestly, like what are we doing? Like we're 32nd,
No, but
and
Justin,
yeah, yeah, go for it.
to be fair, against the Leafs, yeah, I understand that he didn't play for half the third, and he didn't play in overtime, but he still had 12-ish minutes. With that said, there was also no power plays, because if there was a power
Yeah,
play against the
yeah,
Leafs, he would have gotten some power play time, and that would have bumped it up to about 15, I would say. But yes, the deployment of Lekaramaki in the Leafs game was terrible because he could have. Come on, man! You put him. He scored a goal. He scored the was
the
it
guy's
the
got a
tying
good
goal
shot.
or the
Yeah,
yeah
the guy's got a lethal
Ogren
shot.
to
Like I don't see why
Ogren
you
to
would not put him
Lekimera.
out 3-on-3 in overtime.
No, he made a defensive lapse. Like there was a lapse in the second, and I've been chirping all this time. I said, "Come on, let the kids play. Let them make mistakes. Let them learn from their
Yeah,
mistakes." And Adam Foote's not doing that. I also said on one of the streams that for all the people that want Adam Foote fired, is that they should give him a chance because he's also a rookie head coach. So
yeah.
maybe give him some time. People are saying wait until the draft and then let him go. But at the same time, I feel like let him start the next season, see how it goes. Maybe he pivots, makes some adjustments, take some feedback, and it'll be okay. Because I don't want to see another coach come in for God. Like I've seen enough coaches come in and out. But who would the next person be? Like obviously there are coaches out there that we would be interested in.
Yeah.
And Justin, I know who you are thinking about, but give Foot some time.
I'm with you, man. Honestly, like this team is probably at best 3 years away from, getting anywhere close to contending again. And that's if everything
Yeah.
is done correctly. Like, why not give Foot another full year? Like, and I think management is going to do that because, they feel like he got the short end of the stick, with all the injuries to start the year. So they're going to take that into account and they're going to give him a full year of hopefully guys staying healthy and letting guys, develop and play, right? So I don't know. I mean, yeah, Lekaramaki got 12 minutes, just over 12 minutes tonight, but I think he only had like a minute and a half of 5-on-5 time in the first period, which is like ridiculous because every time they post the game day lineups in practice, like what are we doing? Why are we scratching Ratu to begin with? Why are we putting Lekaramaki in the fourth line? Right? Like honestly, like he's not gonna flourish down there. He's not gonna develop down there playing, 8 to 10 minutes a night. You gotta give him power play time. Even if you throw him on power play unit two, right? Then at least he gets a couple minutes to show what he has, right? The guy's got a good shot, and that's what I'm scared of, is that if we continue putting our young guys in positions where they are not going to excel, we're just going to stunt their development, and they're going to turn out to be like a Hoglander. He had a really
Yeah,
good year where he scored like those, 20 goals, and we all of a sudden
21.
thought he was going to, yeah, we thought he was going to be an up and coming key piece, and now the guy can barely get any points, and we might have to move Hoglander, right? So, like, you don't want to risk doing that with Lekaramaki. It's great that Willander, and even Willander's getting scratched after one bad mistake, is just like, just let the guys develop, let the guys learn from their mistakes. And this is the time to do it. You're in 32nd. You're not going to make a run for the playoffs. What do you have to lose, right? If
Yeah,
you want to,
totally
you
agree.
want to, you want to put all the young guys up against actual NHL competition, because these are the guys that they're going to be playing against for years to come, right? So get a head start. And give them prime minutes. If they make mistakes, they let in, 4 or 5 goals. It's nothing compared to what we're seeing right now. The team's letting in 5 goals a night anyways. Like, what are we doing, right? So
Let me
I'd
ask you a
rather
question. Let
see,
me ask you a question. Who do
yeah.
you blame for the goals today? Is it Lankinen or the defense?
I thought Lankinen had a very poor game. The guy was just swimming everywhere. I don't know what he was doing. His positioning was really off, but I think it's team effort. Like, honestly, the defense is still young. The defense is still learning the systems, and I can't really blame the young defenseman, because you don't have a steady D partner at any given night. Willander could play one game and then get scratched the next. And then Hronek's getting a different partner every single night. It's just like, what are we doing? So we don't have a steady top six, because we're testing different pairs out. And just the guys don't have enough time to adapt to the systems, because they're playing with a different partner on any given night. And same with the forward lines. The forward lines can't have any chemistry because they have a different winger every night. I think the first line was like DeBrusque and Kane with Petey, and then it would just be like DeBrusque and Ogren one night, and then it could be it, it's just a congested mess when it comes to the lines. We don't have a steady, consistent line game in, game out. So what do you expect the guys to do? They have a different winger any given night, and they can't have the time to develop the chemistry to really do anything, right? To know where their
Yeah,
winger should be. So it's tough. It's tough. But at this point in the
totally agree.
season's long gone. The season's long lost. Use the remaining games after the Olympic break to just play the young guys, honestly. You want to see what you can have, and whatever you don't think is going to be a key part, you know that they're probably better suited down in the minors, right? And allow them to develop down there. Then you at least get a head start on next season's training camp as well, knowing which key guys might be able to crack the team out of camp, and which guys need to start in Abbey next year. You have 20 somewhat games right now to figure that out before the rest of the league gets to. So take advantage of it. So,
For sure.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if you can see this. I just threw in an image.
yeah,
So Willander, this was what I talked about earlier in the stream. So yeah, 1.49 second by rookies. So that's pretty impressive for
that's pretty
Willander.
impressive for yeah, it's right up there.
And Buem's at 1.22. So like, you just have to let the kids play. He
Exactly.
had, what does it say here? 2 goals and 4 points in the last 5 games. I don't think he had a point today, but still 4 points in the last 6 games. That's pretty impressive for a rookie.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So,
I mean,
okay.
I get it.
Any
You
last
got to earn
words,
your ice time.
Justin?
No, I
We
mean,
got
the
2 more
guys.
people in the
Yeah, I won't take long.
backstage. So why not give them some time?
I'll just say the young guys got to earn their ice time. But at this point in time, there's nothing to earn. The season's lost. You have nothing to lose. Play the young guys. you know your job is safe. Foot's not playing for a job. He knows that he has management support behind him. So what do you have to lose? The fans are already apathetic, so it's not like you're going to turn away future fans. So go for it.
Exactly. See, Justin's always. I think like minds think alike, and Justin and I think very closely along the same lines of as how it should progress. Yeah, got to do a shout out to you for having my back on Uncensored the other day, because I was sick of it. I had to go on and talk about it, and even you used a bit of your time to
Hey man, anytime. I get where you're coming from. Like, I know you're trying to
clarify
be the
it.
positive guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know you're trying to clarify your your stance on Team Tank, and I'm obviously Team Tank. So even though we may have different takes on how that goes,
Yeah.
I still respect you a lot when it comes to you trying to clarify your situation and your stance. So keep it up, man.
See, one last thing I want to say is, even though Justin and I have different point of views, we're still good friends, and
Exactly.
this goes back to CCC and you having different views with another member, which kind of weirdly is how I'm thinking, because I don't like the word tank either. But
Yep.
you and I have been mature about it and dealt with it, whereas this other person has not. So I doubt this person's actually watching, but if they do watch, seriously, you gotta man up and grow up.
Exactly. And I mean, it's okay to have different opinions. And this individual that Gerald refers to, he and I have not always seen eye to eye when it comes to our takes. And he's obviously a very positive person and wants to see things in a positive light. And, all the respect for him for that. I have nothing against people who want to be optimistic and positive. It's just, I'm passionate just as much as any given fan, and I am just frustrated at the direction that this team has brought us on the last decade. And I want to see change because I know what currently they're presenting the last decade isn't working. So, but the thing is, no matter what take you have, no matter what different opinions you have from someone else, you can always be the bigger man, be the bigger adult, and have a mature conversations, right? You clarify your differences, you make your points, you listen actively to each other's takes, and you respect and each other's takes. And you don't have to necessarily drag it into an area of toxicity and drama because life's too short for that, and nobody's got time for that shit. So, for those people who want to just say that person's negative or that person's all they care about is Team Tank or anything, and that they are unhappy with their lives. Like, no, I've got a great life. I've got great friends. I've got great support network. Maybe it's you who needs to look in the mirror and see what's wrong with your life if you're not happy with yours. So that's all I'll say, and I'll sign off for now. So shots fired, and let's go.
Shots fired. Let's go. Okay. Justin, I appreciate you as always. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you for jumping on just extending the show. We have SGA. We also have Jay in the back waiting. So thank you, brother.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me.
I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Take care, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Take care.
Thanks so much.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
Take care.
Okay, sorry for taking the reins on this, Tyler. But I feel super bad because we did this open house specifically for one of these members, one of these viewers that are here. Without further ado, we're just gonna bring him on because he's been a fan of your show, a fan of Clay's show. So welcome, our friend SGA.
Hey,
Jay,
Gerald.
Give me a sec, Jay. Just give us a few minutes. We got to get SGA on, but Jay, hold tight. We'll be with you in a minute, okay? SGA, welcome.
Hey, Gerald and Tyler. I love your YouTube channel. I love that you cover the Canucks on a daily basis. And you come and you'll post them show right after a game, either if they win or they lose. That shows how determined you are. That you love this team so much that you're going to come on even if they get their ass beaten. You're still going to do a show after that. So I love that you do that. Yeah, the Sharks played the Blackhawks today. That was a ass whooping of a game. First period, Blackhawks scored 4 goals. I mean, how do you allow that to happen against the Blackhawks? They got Connor Bedard. We got Macklin. Sharks try to make a comeback. I mean, they scored 3 goals, but we still lost by 3. So that shows how much this team needs improvement. I mean, they're a good hockey
No,
team. They have Will Smith, they have
it,
Macklin, they have Shakir Mukhamadullin, they have all these great players on their team. But like when you lose against the Blackhawks, who don't even have a good record, they have like a 22-25 record. It's not the best record that the Blackhawks have, but they're gonna do their best. But we got we got shut out in the first period. So yeah, it just I mean my team needs to do better. Our this whole team as a whole cohesive unit needs to work better because we've lost 3 in a row. Same thing with you guys. We've lost 2 in a row. So both of our teams are hitting rock bottom right now.
no. I
I mean,
wouldn't say that. I mean, I watched a bit of
no,
the
but you've
game
lost
today.
2 in a row, and
Yesterday.
then yeah, but the Canucks have lost 2 in a row, and we've lost 3 in a row. So we're both on a losing streak. So both my team has to snap our 3-game losing streak, and the Canucks have to snap their 2-game losing streak. So I
SGA,
mean, I feel for you. I
we
feel
have
for
a
you.
total of 3 points. 3 points in the
But for
last
me,
like
as a
12
Sharks
games.
fan, I feel very nervous because we have 58 points on the standings and you guys have 42. So I'm very nervous. If you go on a hot streak and you win like 6, 7 games, you're gonna surpass us in points. So I'm not ready for that.
No. Bro, trust me.
No,
Trust
but
me. We're
you got
nowhere
42
near.
points and we have 58. But you're kind of coming near.
It,
You're kind of chasing us for that to surpass us in points.
trust, we're not even trying to
But
chase. We're
you
not
have
even trying to.
42. We have 58,
You're
you
up
have
by
42.
16 points. You're
But
up by
if you go on a
16
hot
points. There's
streak,
no way.
no, but I'm saying if
No,
you
not
guys go
even
on a hot
close.
streak and if you win a lot of games consecutively, you're gonna surpass us. Everybody in the chat was saying Canucks are gonna surpass the Sharks. They're gonna get more points than the Sharks. I'm like, what kind of crack are
No.
you smoking? What kind of crack are Canucks
Exactly.
fans smoking? They're smoking crack. They think that they're gonna
Exactly.
surpass us in
So,
points. It's not gonna happen. So get that thing out of Canucks
brother,
fans have
trust
to
me.
get that
Trust
out of their
me.
mind. It's not gonna
SGA,
happen. So
trust me that you need to have confidence in your team.
I do have
So
confidence in my
after the
team, but
Canucks and
sometimes
Sharks
our
game,
team lets. I do have confidence in my team, but my team lets me down in certain circumstances where we can have a chance of winning the game, and we just fall flat on our faces and we lose. It's just like it's unacceptable. It's absolutely unacceptable for that to happen. It's so
well, no,
unacceptable, man. I
it was
can't
okay.
tolerate that.
Okay,
Seriously.
let me explain to you something. Okay, so today's game was the Hawks against the Sharks, and you have a first round pick of 1 year and the first round pick of the next year. So it was pretty much a duel between Connor Bedard and Macklin Celebrini. They played okay. Like the Sharks played pretty well. Like you have Celebrini to Foley. Like that goal was clutch, man. Toffoli threw the puck in. Macklin just did a touch and then shot it up. How can you not be happy with that? Are you not happy seeing goals like that?
I'm very happy to see goals like that, but we have to see more goals like that, like from the Sharks.
Right.
More high
But
energy
here's the thing.
plays.
Everything happens by progression. And with the Sharks fans that I actually interviewed after the Canucks Sharks game last week, I think it was on the 27th. It was the day I got back to Vancouver. I had very good conversations with actual Sharks fans, and they're very confident in their team. They're very optimistic about it. They're super nice. There's one that's actually lives in Vancouver, another that lives in the Bay Area, another that lives in Fresno, I think. And they were super nice. Like we did the interview and I asked, you know what, how did you guys get through those 6 years? And all they said was we just had to have hope. So as long as
So
you have
I
the
have
hope,
so I have one of my
you're good.
best friends who's a longtime Utah Mammoth fan. Like he loves Dylan Gunther, Clayton Keller, Logan Cooley, everybody on the team. He's probably loving her right now. I don't know if he streamed the game or not, but he's a huge Mammoth fan. Like there's nothing, you can't even imagine how much of a big fan he is of this team. Like he is a fanatic of the Mammoth. He's from Salt Lake City, Utah, by the way. So he's a massive fan
Yeah.
of the Mammoth. Like he
Nice.
is like he could stream all eight, like however many games the Mammoth have, he will stream every single game on his channel. Like he is that committed. And I love that about him. And I've known him for a couple of years now. And he is so committed, man. Like I've never seen anybody so committed to stream every single Utah Mammoth game on the schedule, every game, doesn't even miss a single game. So committed. I got to give kudos to him for
Hey,
that. Because that is something.
have you watched Nothing is Perfect? You know Russell? Have you seen Russell's stream?
No, I've not checked this channel. I have to go to his channel. I don't know if I'm
Okay.
subscribed to Russell's channel or not, but if I'm not, I'm gonna go there right now after I leave the stream. I'm gonna go over there and subscribe to his channel.
I know Swervin Irvin's here. So Swervin Irvin, do me a favor. Can you put Russell's channel name on there? And we'll have Chartle jump on. You should go listen because Russell is super committed. He knows his Canucks. He's very knowledgeable. And you know, it's one of those content creators that I believe you would love. He does every game. He does the Canucks games. He does the what are they called? Are they? I can't even remember what the women's team is called anymore. The
Golden Eyes.
God damn, the Golden Eyes. The Golden Eye games. They do the Abbey games. Sometimes he does 3 games live stream of all 3 games, a triple header. So you should go check it out. Go say hi.
So when I was
man.
watching the Sharks and Blackhawks game today, the Sharks scored 3 goals. Will Smith scored a goal. Macklin Celebrina
Great
scored a goal,
pass.
and Shakir
Great pass
Mukumdillan
from-
scored a goal.
Great pass from Macklin to Will Smith. It was a beauty. I
Tyler,
loved it.
so for me, I really miss Shakir Mukumdillan because he was out on IR. He was on the injured reserve for a couple of years, for a while until he came back. So man, it's great to see players come back from the IR. You know, after they're injured and they're healthy, and they moved them back from the IR to play. So that was beautiful to see him get moved up from injured reserve to actually being a starter for the team again in the games. So that's beautiful, you know. But I mean, how long have you guys been a Canucks fan? And are you pretty consistent with doing your live streams, doing like a post game show after every game?
This question's for Tyler,
Well,
obviously, because this is Tyler's channel.
I try as
I
much
mean,
as
how
I can.
consistent are you guys on a daily basis? Kind of coming on after a lot, doing a live after every game. You know, kind of. I mean, do you miss start some games? Maybe you have like busy lives or something, and you miss a game, or are you mostly consistent with like all your streams?
It depends on my work schedule. You know, if I'm available to do a post game, I'll obviously do one, win or loss, but it varies on my work schedule.
But I think going forward, if Tyler's good with it, if there's games that he can't do and I can do, then I might jump on, and then after work he might jump on, because I'm gonna have a new channel in March, but I'm not gonna be doing post games. So post games.
So I was planning to do I was planning to do like plan for me to for you to do a post game show for the 11th. I believe on April 11th the Canucks played the last home game in San Jose. I was hoping you could do a post game show for that because the Canucks play one last time. They play up in San Jose for the last game of the season. They play 2 times in the year. So I was thinking I could come on your show. Probably wear my Sharks jersey and come on the show because we play you guys one more time.
Are you actually gonna? Are you gonna come on camera though?
I'm gonna wear my Sharks jersey and come on camera.
Okay, that's a promise. Okay, if you don't have your Sharks jersey on that game, I'm kicking you off. Do we have a deal?
So we have a deal.
Great. So you heard it
So are you
here
gonna?
first. We're gonna have
So are you gonna do
we're
like
gonna have Chartle. We're gonna have Chartle on for the post game for the Sharks game on March 11th, I believe.
And when I come on the post game for the Sharks and Canucks, can I stay for the whole duration of the post game show, or are you only allow people 3 minutes for each speaker?
No, so I think
Can
I'm
I
gonna make
stay
a call
on?
for Tyler. I'm gonna make a call for Tyler. So we're gonna
So
do the whole post
I
game
mean the
show.
reason
Near
why.
the end, we'll have a special guest, which is Chartle, SGA
So
Sports Talk channel,
because if the
and we'll
Canucks
bring
play
you
the
on, and
Sharks,
you can talk about the game, however
so
you like. How's that?
So are you saying that the reason why I want to stay on for the whole time for the post game show on that day is that we don't play you guys? We that's the last time we play you, so it's kind of special for because after that I don't know when we play you guys next. We played you guys one time in Vancouver, then we play you one time in San Jose. So that's why I want to stay on, be on the time, stay on the post game show the whole duration because my team is
No,
playing your team. It's very special.
Chartle, I understand that. And
It's very
I
special for
wish
my team to
we.
play you and um I wanted to come I really like coming that I came on today, but it's way more special when I come on your show when my team is playing your team. It's way more emotional cuz both of our teams are going to be playing in April. So it's very
Okay,
emotional.
Chartle, let me talk. Okay, so
Sorry.
it's April 11th. We agreed. We have a deal, and whoever rewatches this stream will know. So April 11th, we'll have a post game show. Tyler and I will have a post game show here, and our special guest will be Chartle, SGA Sports Talk channel. So the rundown of it, we'll do our post game show, and at the end of it, we'll bring you on, and we'll give you 10-15 minutes. How does that sound?
That sounds good. But if I can't make it, can I always email you? I
Okay,
can get your
cool.
email. Can I get your email? And if I have something busy and I can't make it, can I get your email? I can send you an email telling you that I won't be able to
Tyler?
make it.
Yeah,
Because I don't know, I
I'll
might have
post in the chat for you.
some plans on that day, or there's a chance I might not make it to the show. But I really want to because
How are you not going to make it to the show if you're
no,
watching the game? You're going to be
I might
watching
have
that
work
game.
I
Our
might
post
have
game
work
show
that
won't
day.
be.
No,
Okay.
you can still
Okay.
schedule it, but I'll let you know a week before if I can't make it. But you can still schedule the stream, and if it doesn't happen, you can do it with you and Tyler, and I'll join you in the live chat if I'm not able to make it.
Okay.
Because there's a
Okay.
possibility
SGA. So if
but
you see in the chat, Tyler put in his email. So just jot that down and get in touch with Tyler, and we'll set everything up. And then there's
but it was great.
also, I'm going to highlight another. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was.
I'm also going to highlight Russell's channel for you because Swerve Irvin actually did me a solid and he put it up here, right here. So check that out on YouTube and go say hi to Russell for us. And I'm sure you'll love his content. But thank you for coming on, Shuttle.
But it was great
It was a
coming on
pleasure
the
having you
show.
on. We'll talk
I'm
again
a
soon.
big fan of and a big fan of you too. I love your channel. Hopefully you get more subscribers to like to your content. Keep up the good work. And good luck to your Canucks, man. Hopefully they do. They're tanking right now, so hopefully they do get a good prospect in the NHL draft. But it's great coming on the show, man, and we'll hook up on when we play the Canucks when the Sharks play the Canucks. We'll talk about that when the day comes. But thanks for having me on the show, and it was a true honor, man. And hope you have a great rest of your night.
You too, Shuttle. Thank you. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
Take
thanks,
care.
Shuttle.
See you later.
See ya.
Yeah.
So that was Shardle, SGA Sports Channel. If you have not seen his content, you can go check it out on his YouTube channel. He is a very dedicated Sharks fan that loves and is very passionate about the team, about Macklin Celebrini, about Michael Misa, and all that. But we have one more guest on open mic today, and this person is a legend here. He's waited all this time. I think he's waited about 20, almost 30 minutes. Tolo 60, I just realized who you were after seeing you in the backstage. So are you ready? Can you give me a thumbs up, brother? Buddy? Yeah? Okay. Let's bring on Jay. How's it going, man?
What's up, Jay?
What's up, Tyler? And I forget your name.
Gerald.
No.
Buddy.
Good.
Let's go.
I'm just wanting to say I enjoyed your show.
Thank you.
Rick.
Oh,
Rick
no.
Volleyball,
That
yeah.
was...
No.
Oh, okay. Tyler. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good interview.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm hoping I can try and get him on again.
Yeah. He's funny.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes annoying when his voice gets really loud.
Mm.
That's all I wanted to say.
Oh my God!
That's it?
Thank you,
That's all
Jay.
you wanted
We appreciate it. You have nothing else? Hey,
Yeah.
why do you have a Flames hat? Why do you have a Flames hat on and a Canucks jersey on?
Hold on.
Oh,
What does that say?
Is it one of those autographed?
Jagger embroidery.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that JJ?
Which
Is
player
that,
is that?
your for you?
Jagger's autograph and the number embroidery.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, who? Who is it?
Jagger.
Oh, Yager.
Yager?
Oh, nice. Yeah, because Yager did
Oh,
play for the
nice.
Flames at one point. Forgot about
Mhm.
that.
Signature and number stitched on.
That's amazing. But
Yeah,
why
that's
did you
awesome.
choose to wear the Flames hat today?
Well, it goes with the jersey color scheme.
It does kind of.
It
Because
does.
of the
That's a
Flames.
really cool jersey. Canucks jersey.
Yeah.
Where's that from?
Some third party.
Third party. Okay. Because it looks, it doesn't look like jersey material. Like it looks like
No,
kind of like a
sublimated.
hoodie.
It's sublimated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you have anything else you want to talk about? What do you think of the Canucks recently? Like how they played, about today's game? Did you watch it?
I don't watch the games. I listen to the radio.
Oh, right. Did you listen to the game today?
Yeah.
What did you think of the game today?
I'd have a better answer if I'd actually watch a game, but yeah.
Okay. Did you listen to the Leafs game on Saturday? The Leafs game on Saturday. Did you listen to that
The
game?
4:00 game, yeah.
Yeah. What did you think of that game?
Yeah, kind of worse than tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
It was a really good game though.
No.
Okay. Not
Because
to your
it's the
liking.
Leafs.
Just because they lost to the Leafs. Okay, that's fair. Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's fair, yeah.
And they get their way with the timing and
Yeah.
the broadcast and yeah.
And a Matthews penalty shot.
Say that again.
And the Matthews penalty shot in
Oh, yeah,
overtime.
but
Hmm.
save though, so that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. anything else you want to share with us or talk about? Because you've waited a long time. I don't want to let you go after you've waited almost over 20 minutes, man.
Well, as you know, whenever Clay does it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So we're giving you a bit more time today.
Yeah, but
you don't like it? Okay.
No.
Okay.
I'm sure on purpose.
Okay. But we definitely appreciate your time. Thank you for staying all this time, catching our stream here.
Yeah.
Make sure to come back. We're gonna do one on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday for the Kings post game.
Vegas.
If you have time, come over. Wednesday against the Vegas Golden Knights. If you have time, drop on by and say hi to us.
I may be in Clay's stream if he's streaming.
I think our time's a little different, right, Ty?
Yeah,
what time
ours
you set it
is.
for?
I had it set to 11:30. I think.
Okay.
I think Clay will still be on though.
Wednesday. I don't know if he has a show on. He might, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
If
maybe
he does,
we'll push
then
it
I'll be over there.
Maybe we'll push it to either before Clay's stream or after Clay's stream. But just check out the. Make sure you have the notifications on, so when we come online, you'll know, and you can check us out. Sounds good. Thank you, Jay. We really appreciate you. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
See ya. So that was Jay, a frequent member on the CCC on Canuck Clay's channel, and we're glad we had Jay, we had Shardle. Tyler didn't even get to ask Shardle a question, and he was here for almost 10 minutes. And then we also had Justin Credible, Justin, and our usual regular content provider, Swervin Irvin, is still in the chat, but he's in bed, so he doesn't want to show up. But yeah, this show, we're at 2 hours. We made it. It feels like we always do these 2 hour shows.
Yeah.
Hey, Ty?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
So yeah. So Vegas next game. Any predictions?
Well, it's like what we talked about earlier. I think Tolo gets the start. I'm going to be surprised if he doesn't.
Yeah.
And a little unhappy if he doesn't either. I don't know about a score prediction just because it's Vegas, but I'm going to say probably another loss just because it is Vegas. Vegas is at the top of the standings. We're at the bottom. So as much as I would love to be optimistic about, the Canucks getting it done against Vegas, but hopefully it's a close game. Hopefully it's not a blowout. So that is all I'm asking for is no blowout.
So no score prediction at all?
I'll go with Justin. What Justin says, 4-2. Clay's favorite.
Okay.
Favorite score.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 4-3. I want to say overtime, but I don't think so. But I have confidence in Tolo, just like you.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's 3-3 by the end of regulation, and then Vegas wins. But I'm okay with a 4-3 loss in regulation also. So, and I'm calling for PD to finally score again. I mean, his goal didn't count last game or 2 games ago. So I'd like to see him. I like to see him score, get some confidence before he goes to the Olympics. And yeah, I don't know. I really want the lines to change a little bit. I want Garland or Carlson to play with Petey instead of DeBrusk and Kane. Hopefully that gets changed. And yeah, let's hope Mancini gets into the lineup.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, and this is just me kind of spitballing here, but, with, that talk about Kane earlier, put Kane in the press box for a game.
Damn.
Wouldn't
Okay.
hurt. Wouldn't hurt.
Okay.
I mean, not because he's, fucked up, but just sit him out, and have someone else in the lineup.
True. Yeah, but who's in the wings right now? Baines is in Abbey right now, isn't he? Or is he up with a big club? I haven't even checked.
I think Baines is in Abbey, but I guess it also depends on what's going on with Hedl. I didn't really think of that.
Oh, that's true.
I said it. But you could always move someone to the wing. One thing I forgot to mention in this game, it was nice to see Sasson playing because I think he's been scratched the last several games. So it was nice to see him in the lineup. I guess for against Vegas, I would like to see.
So right now,
and Lecky play together again.
Yeah, I would love that too.
I mean,
I would absolutely love
Lecky
that.
And Ogren.
Give me a sec here. So as of right now, it's weird. It's not working. Anyway, I was just going to share my screen. It doesn't look like it's working.
Oops.
Or my computer's frozen. Oh, there we go. Sorry, guys. I'm still getting used to this. Sort of learning the StreamYard. Can y'all see that now? Nope. It's loading. It's loading.
It's loading. Yeah.
There we go. So the injuries that we have right now, I mean, hopefully Hoglander comes back soon because he's day-to-day. Our Forbert IR, Thatcher IR. So that's it for, it's going to be a while for any of those. So yeah, I would love to see Hoglander come back sooner than later. And like you said, have Kane sit in the box, then cool.
Oops.
And I would actually like to see the Karamaki get pushed up. I think I don't know. God, my computer is really crap right now.
Yeah, you're a little blurry right now.
Okay, are we back? Are we good now? I have too much stuff open. So, anyways, like I was saying, are we good right now?
Yeah, you're still a little bit blurry on your end, but it should hopefully.
Okay, I closed all the other stuff. I think it should be fine now. Good?
Yeah, that's a little bit better. It's a little bit better, yeah.
Okay, so like I was saying, hopefully Hoglander, Hogs gets back into the lineup soon, and if we can, maybe sit Kane, Well, to
Yeah.
be very honest, I don't think they will sit Kane. I think they'll play him out to the last game, and then right after the Olympic break, they'll probably hopefully get a deal for him. And Hogs is back by then because he's day to day. So you got 2 weeks until the end of the Olympics for the next game. Then Hogs comes back in. Hopefully, I would love to see a line of PD, Hogs, and Lekaramaki together.
Mhm.
If not, Lekaramaki, Ogren, and I don't know. Honestly, it doesn't matter. I don't even know if Bluger will be here by then. So just someone to center them. Or maybe even try PD with Ogren and Lekaramaki. Like the Swedish touch line. Yeah. Sorry for the technical difficulties, everyone. Yeah, I need to restart my computer. It's a little laggy. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. And thank you for bearing with me. And Tyler, thank you for letting me take the reins on this today. So yeah, let's. Usually
So
you
you're
ask
saying
me.
it's not my computer issues this time.
This time it's not. It's definitely mine. It's definitely mine. I've had it. I have something running in the background. So usually Tyler asks me if I have any parting words. So how about we ask Tyler if he has any parting words before he does his end of the show sponsor read.
No, other than I ought to get me a freaking Ogren jersey. Sorry, yeah, I think I ought to get me an Ogren jersey. I want one of them Ogren jerseys, man. Ogren's, I've been impressed with him since he came over, and honestly, I love me some Ogren. So
Okay.
there.
Yeah, there you heard it. Tyler wants some Swedish touch. So
there's a reason why Ogren's in the thumbnail.
No, he played an amazing game today, and just the speed. Just I love it. I love how that chase. I think there was a play in the third where he went down. I think it was like a 2-on-1. It was like a misstep, and then he turned around and tried to spin the puck back to Bluger, and it just didn't connect. I love that fight. I love that, grit. So, yeah, it looks good for Ogren, and hopefully, Lekaramaki gets out of the doghouse and gets a chance to play and develop and learn and make mistakes and not get benched, and the two of them can be, the next sort of duo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's this about? Swedish fingers there, Justin? Swedish fingers?
Oh boy.
Or here, Swedish fingered in society? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
The whole Rick Dollywall bit. Who, by the way, guys,
Yeah,
if you guys didn't see Canucks Uncensored, they had Rick Dollywall on what was it? Yesterday. Go check that out. It is freaking hilarious, and I'm glad that they asked the question right off the bat. Like, when was the last time you used the words finger and society? And I called it. Dolly would have a good chuckle about it. So
yeah,
that was good.
I'm really glad. I'm really glad Dolly stayed on longer than usual because because I think he stayed on for about 40 minutes, which is great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think at the beginning,
than I had him on.
Yeah, they. I think they had a bit of technical difficulties, and then.
Oh no.
Yeah, glad it worked out, and it was a great interview. So hopefully,
I haven't. Yeah, I haven't watched the whole thing yet, but I plan to. It's like I've already said, I'm super happy for those two to get Dolly.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. If you go into the video, you'll see a comment from me. So it's just to clarify things. Because Rick basically said what I said, and Jordan didn't say anything. But Jordan has been targeting my ass the last month. even when I was in Thailand, jumping on his show from Thailand, from the hotel, when I got off the stream, he said something. I heard it. So, and then ever since then, for the 2 weeks that I was away, he's been calling me out. So, got to make sure that it's out there. Not trying to start a war or start a you know, I'm not trying to start conflict. I just want to make sure that he knows that I'm not the person trying to divide the fandom. I'm the positive one here. I think anyone that's watching here or any of the streams here knows that I'm trying to sell that hope. Sell, I am a passionate fan, and I'm not a person trying like anti-tank. But I'm not on Team Tank doesn't mean I'm anti-tank. I just want it to happen naturally, organically, and let the kids play, let the kids make mistakes, which I've been harping on this stream also, and let them develop. And if they win, great. It's a boost of morale. If they lose, it goes towards Team Tank and hopefully a better position in the lottery. That's it. Nothing about anti-tank. And I think this is the last time I'm going to talk about it. We're ending it at that. If you have anything to say, just message me privately. Nothing on the streams. I'm not going to call you out again. So don't call me out. Okay. That's my last words for this stream tonight.
Mm-hmm. And we'll end it off on this. I know we touched on it, at the top of the post game, touched on it a little bit later on, but yeah, Justin, heart and prayers goes out to all those affected by the tragedy in Alberta. Rest in peace, Cameron Caruso and JJ Wright, who are both from Kamloops, as well as Caden Fine, who is from, I believe they said Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
Our thoughts and prayers out to them. And also, to end off the show, just want to hope Shannon Hollingsworth is doing okay. I heard she was in the hospital, and Coach Rob is there. So if you watch this, our thoughts are with you, and hopefully you get well soon. Yeah,
we're thinking of you, Shannon, and hopefully you are doing okay. And who knows, maybe we'll get an update from Coach Rob. But we'll be praying for you, Shannon, for sure. Hope you get better, and hopefully we'll see you on the next CCC. All right.
Perfect. So 2:16. We're good to go. Let's close it off.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining us and staying.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. And if you guys like this video, be sure to hit that like button. And if you want to stay up to date on our Vancouver Canucks content, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss a single video. Also, if you want to get some line change merchandise, like the hoodie that I was wearing, go ahead, check out the official merchandise store on thelinechangepodcast.threadless.com. There are some sales going on, so definitely check that out. Also, if you want to take part in more conversations and discussions such as like these ones, go ahead and join our official Discord. There's a link to it in the description down below. And guess what? It's completely free to join. So go ahead and do so if that is what you wish. You can find and interact with us on social media. We're everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, even Blue Sky. Feel free to give us a follow on all of our social media platforms. Speaking of platforms, if you prefer an audio version of this podcast, you can find us on both Spotify and Apple Podcast. On Spotify, feel free to give us a follow, as well as rate and review us on either platform. It is, of course, greatly appreciated. Also, if you had a favorite episode that you just couldn't get enough of, you can download your favorite episode as well. That, too, also really helps out the podcast as well. And, of course, we are greatly appreciative of that as well. And, yes, good point by Irvin. It was Mom's trip. I thought that was really cool that they did that video earlier. Really cool. Hopefully, now that, I remembered that it's Mom's trip, I honestly wouldn't mind a win against Vegas just for, the moms. But I'm also trying to be a little realistic as well about it. Yeah. So, yeah.
Sounds good.
Any parting words?
No, we're good. I had my rant, my last one, and I'm ready to hit the hay. Once again, thank you everyone for showing up. We appreciate every one of you who took the time to chat with us, leave a comment, jump on the show. Thank you to Just Incredible for coming on. Thank you to Charlotte from SGA Sports Talk and Jay. I think it was Tolo 60. Thank you for you guys. We appreciate it. And we'll see you at the next post game. Oh, also thank you, Swerve and
live
Irvin,
stream has been
for all the for all the extra help.
Yeah, this live stream has been a presentation of DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours, as well as the Hockey Podcast Network. Be sure to check out the network for your favorite podcast covering your favorite team at thehockeypodcastnetwork.com, the home of hockey podcasts, where it's every team, everywhere. I'm Tyler. That's Gerald. We're signing off. Thanks once again for watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next line change.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.